Now, we have had a few people come to our retreat that have had bone spurs. Do you ever wonder where the bone spur comes from? So there's a bone spur on the wrist. You go to the doctor, he'll say, and you'll say, what is that? He'll say, it's a bone spur. And then you'll say, but why is it on my bone and not in my bone? Because it's a calcium deposit, and he'll acknowledge that. And often the answer is, we don't know. But I'm about to show you why that calcium deposit goes on the bone and not in the bone.
Have you heard about miracle oil, a natural cure that has been used for centuries? That's right, I'm talking about castor oil. You've probably heard of it, but did you know it could help with everything from skin conditions to digestive issues, and even more serious health concerns like cancer? Today, we'll look at why this ancient oil should be part of your wellness routine. So let's get started. Castor oil has long been prized for its medicinal benefits. This oil has been used to treat a variety of diseases, including skin irritations and stomach issues. But now, I'm going to reveal some incredible castor oil secrets that you may not have known before. Do you ever wonder why and where bone spurs arise from? The majority of us don't know the exact reason. But now I'm going to show you where it comes from and why calcium deposits accumulate on the bone rather than within the bone.
Let's say we meet someone who's breaking every law. They're breathing in bad air, they never go in the sunshine, they're living on the stimulants, which are all acid, they go to bed too late, they never exercise, don't have time, they're on the high-carb diet. Remember that diet we had there the other day?
Consider someone who isn't taking care of their health. Furthermore, they don't like the flavor of water and thus do not drink it. Ever heard of a cow or horse that dislikes the taste of water? No, since they have not been spoiled by sugary drinks like the rest of us.
Stress, worry, anxiety. Now this creates a very acid environment in the body. And the body's quickly trying to deal with that. And the blood pH is getting a little acid.
Stress, worry, and anxiety all cause an acidic environment in the body. When this happens, the body rushes to fix it. The blood pH begins to drop. If it falls too low, it can be fatal.
Calcium, the most alkaline minerals pulled out of the bones in a form of calcium phosphate, comes into the blood, immediately helps to bring the balance back. 7.34, 35, we're safe. But now at a cost. We now have free calcium excess floating through the bloodstream.
To avoid this, the body pulls calcium, the most alkaline mineral, from the bones in the form of calcium phosphate. This quickly helps balance the blood pH back to normal, but it comes at a cost. Now you've got excess calcium floating around in your bloodstream. What does the body do with it? It dumps it on the bones as a spur, or it ends up as kidney stones, gallbladder stones, or even cataracts.
They're all illustrations of Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there's an equal and an opposite reaction. I read this statement in an old book that I'm about to quote to you, and I've put it in my book. This law never ceases to act as nature's equalizer, setting in motion compensatory forces to remedy every imbalance. Isn't that the true cause of disease?
These are all examples of Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This law never stops working as nature's way of balancing everything out, setting in motion forces to correct any imbalance. Isn't that fascinating? So let's look at the real causes of sickness and how to get rid of things like bone spurs.
You now know, though, how to get rid of a bone spur, is that right? Castor oil. The good news is castor oil will never break down your bone, because remember Psalm 104 verse 14, that God gave herbs for the service of man. The castor oil comes in and says, where would you like me? What would you like me to do?
It may surprise you, but castor oil is an important element of the answer here. The good news is that castor oil will not dissolve your bone itself.
Oh, the unnatural formations, that's what it'll break up, the bone spurs. So I say, well, fibroids and cysts and tumours, they're easy compared to the bone spur, and yet the castor oil can break up a bone spur.
It's fantastic for breaking up all those abnormal formations, such as bone spurs. So when I hear patients worried about fibroids, cysts, and tumors, I reassure them that they are actually easier to deal with than a bone spur. And even then, castor oil can help break that down too. So what makes castor oil so effective? It's all about the ricinoleic acid in it. This stuff has powerful anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. When you apply it to your skin, it penetrates deep and can start dissolving abnormal growths and calcifications. This natural remedy has been around for centuries, and a lot of people swear by it for managing bone spurs, fibroids, cysts, and even tumors. Now, if you're dealing with a bone spur, here's how you can use castor oil.
As you will see. So I put it on, and the reason I'm putting it on early in our lecture is because that's going to take a little while to soak in. So I cannot hold that up for you, but you might see that it's just sitting on top. And notice that I've just covered about 1/3 of the area. So we're going to let that just sit because it will soak in. By the time we'll have a little bit of a break halfway through our demo this morning, you can come and see.
Soak a cloth in it, apply it to the affected area, cover it with some plastic wrap, and then place a heating pad on top to really help with absorption. Leave it on for about an hour every day. Over time, this can help break down those calcium deposits and ease your discomfort. But remember, it's also important to tackle the root cause of these deposits. That means looking at lifestyle factors. Diet, exercise, and stress all play a big role. Switching to an alkaline-forming diet, such as vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, can help balance your body's pH.
Nice to see that the first alkaline food I'm putting up here is the humble lemon, and you might say, no, the lemon's acid. It is. And it's acid where it should be. There's only one part in the body that should be acid. You know where that is? Stomach.
Regular exercise improves circulation and lowers the risk of calcification. And stress management activities such as meditation, yoga, and getting enough sleep can benefit your general health and reduce acid buildup in your body. Everyone is different, so your results may vary, but these are real actions you can do to aid your body.
It has an alkaline effect because the lemon is high in the alkaline minerals, which is sodium and potassium, calcium, magnesium and iron. These are the alkaline minerals, and the lemon is high in the alkaline minerals. Don't you love the lemon? Every home should have a lemon tree. And if you're in a unit, you can have a lemon tree in a pot on your veranda.
Let's delve more into castor oil and its potential health benefits. You may have heard that it is used to treat a variety of illnesses, but did you know that it may also help manage breast cancer? It sounds pretty wild, but there's some interesting science behind it. So castor oil is packed with something called ricinoleic acid, which is believed to have anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. When you apply it as a compress, it doesn't just sit on the surface. It actually penetrates deep into the skin and underlying tissues. This deep absorption is supposed to help dissolve and degrade abnormal growths, such as cysts, nodules, and perhaps tumors. Some research indicates that ricinoleic acid may impede the growth of certain cancer cells. For example, a 2000 study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences investigated the effects of ricinoleic acid on human breast cancer cells. The findings were fascinating. They revealed that the acid may induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in cancer cells, implying that castor oil may have anti-cancer properties. If you're looking to boost your lymphatic circulation, castor oil is a fantastic option, especially when dealing with something as serious as breast cancer.
I challenge you ladies, try and find a bra made out of natural fibre. And the underwire bras are dangerous because breast tissue is lymphatic tissue and it cleans into the nodes under the arm. And there's a very effective gate there that stops that cleaning process. Can you see how there can be many factors coming in?
Our breast tissue is densely packed with lymphatic tissue, which helps to filter out toxins and waste. However, when lymphatic drainage is obstructed, for example, by wearing tight clothing or underwire bras, the body's natural cleansing process suffers significantly. This is where castor oil comes in useful. Using castor oil compresses may assist enhance lymphatic movement, thereby removing toxins and metabolic waste from the breast area.
So let me go back to Eileen with the breast cancer. A year later she said, Barbara, I've just had a test, but I can't understand the medical terminology. So she read it to me. I said, Eileen, you're cancer-free. She said, really? I said, yeah, that's what the report says. It's gone. Does that mean that she can go straight back to the sugars and the... No. And we've seen that happen twice in the years we've been helping people.
This may lower the risk of cellular damage and improve overall breast health.
Use castor oil. You make a little pack. Now this is not really a poultice, it's more a compress. So you'll notice I've got an old tea towel here. So you can use an old towel or something like that. And I'm going to put the castor oil on. Castor oil is very thick.
If you're curious about trying this out, making a castor oil compress is really easy. All you need is a cloth, an old towel works perfectly, and some castor oil. Here's what you do. Pour the oil onto the cloth, and then just let it sit for about 30 minutes so it can really soak in. Once that's done, you can apply the compress to the area you want to target, like your abdomen. Castor oil is pretty amazing because it has the ability to penetrate deeply, making it effective for dealing with issues like fibroids, ovarian cysts, and even digestive problems like constipation or diarrhea. Think of it as a natural cleanser and healer for your body. But castor oil isn't just for breast health, it's versatile. You can also take it to treat gallstones, kidney stones, and bone spurs. I've heard some quite amazing stories about this. For example, one woman had bone spurs on her knees and tumors in her belly. She began using castor oil compresses on a regular basis, along with certain lifestyle changes, and within 6 weeks, her bone spurs and tumors were gone.
So the castor oil, I've also seen it help people with brain tumors. And what they do is they put it on the area. Remember, it'll penetrate very, very deep, break up lumps, bumps, congestions, adhesions. So if you've got a sore knee and you think, well, do I use the castor oil, do I use the ginger, or I do use the potato?
There is even speculation about castor oil being beneficial for brain tumors. It can be applied directly to the problem area and is thought to penetrate deeply, breaking up lumps and adhesions. If you're unsure whether to use castor oil, ginger, or potato for a compress, try rotating them each night and see which one your body responds to best. So if you're looking for a natural way to support your health, castor oil might just be the answer. Now let's talk about skin benefits. Castor oil is high in fatty acids, particularly ricinoleic acid, making it an effective moisturizer. It is frequently used in skincare products to treat problems such as eczema, dermatitis, and even acne, due to its ability to reduce inflammation and stimulate skin restoration.
Now, an old bush remedy in Australia is if you get something in your eye, put a drop of castor oil in your eye, and that'll roll around and even take it out. And another recipe, I have not used this, but I have had people testify for glaucoma and cataracts, put 1 drop in each eye before you go to bed at night.
If you have cataracts or glaucoma, some people believe that placing a drop of castor oil in their eyes before bedtime helps. It may sound unusual, but it is believed to help, and the blurriness isn't too bothersome while sleeping. In addition, castor oil contains antibacterial properties, making it beneficial against bacterial and fungal illnesses. It forms a protective barrier on the skin, aiding in wound healing and preventing infections. It's also great for scalp health, treating dandruff and promoting hair growth. Lastly, castor oil is known for its use as a natural laxative, thanks to the ricinoleic acid stimulating intestinal contractions. However, if you're thinking of using it internally, Be careful and maybe consult a doctor to avoid any unwanted side effects. Castor oil is currently being studied for its ability to support immunological function, reduce inflammation, and even treat illnesses such as diabetes and liver health. Its detoxifying capabilities may aid in regulating blood sugar levels and improving liver function by removing toxins. Castor oil is more than simply an old-fashioned treatment. It's a versatile and important tool for holistic health. Whether you're taking it for skincare, digestive disorders, or something more serious like cancer, it's worth giving it a try. If you found this information helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who might need to hear about these natural remedies. And if you've got your own experiences with castor oil, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. And